Hello, friends. On this Friday, August 18, 2017, it's almost 2 p.m. Gonna head into work a little bit later. Had to change my shift up today because I had to drive my mom somewhere. But seems like good news. It's just eye related, so. Um, yeah. So yeah. I do apologize to the scorcher out there. So I've got the AC on. I sort of put it up at a comfortable 75, 76, just so it's not blasting completely and giving a lot of background noise. But you know me, setting the right stage or sound, sound, whatever you'd call it, sound quality, whatever. It's not exactly why you watch Georgie Boy, right? So, oh man, it was an opportune time today. Wherever we were at, I just kind of got tired waiting because my mom was off with the doctor and stuff like that. So just a whole lot of waiting. I just thought I'd go sit in the car for a little while. So just like you see three girls in the distance coming by, and and as always, when there's a group of them, there's usually the one that's more attractive than the rest. So yeah, you see them, they just kind of looking at them, checking them out. They walk by the car, and I guess there was a store nearby that they walked into. So I had the man, walked by right your car. You could have jumped out. And yeah, I realized, depending on the person listening to this, like, oh, that sounds creepy or whatever. But yeah, I thought I'd go just go take a gander in the store. Nothing I needed, and I was kind of about to walk out, and yeah, run into him. But yeah, the attractive one, it's the fucking man. You turn into an aisle, she does. I get eye contact and I maintain it, because if anything, I've at least gotten good at that. Which, yeah, once again, depending on the person watching this, yeah, I'm sure you look that way, right? Big hairy man looking into people's eyes. You're just scaring them. And you hold it. And just, you know what I did, folks? I fucking just walked by. Didn't say anything. It was right there, folks. It was right there. Maybe I was just sort of a little nervous or whatever because there's three of them. But folks, I don't know these people. This wasn't at my job. What's the worst that could have happened? What? 15 seconds of embarrassment? Whatever. Like, no, we're not. Or, I don't know. I would have walked out and never see him again. And I fucking, it gets better, He says, like, all right, well, guess I'll walk out the store. And so, yeah, right as I'm walking out, they actually got in front of me. And so we walked out together, and it's just they walked back the same direction. Right there, right in front of you. All you had to do was just walk up and say anything. I think they went to like a gas station or something nearby. Saw them standing there. It's not the oh, you should try OK Cupid, or you should get Tinder, folks. It's not the oh, what if she said no, or wow, she's really attractive, she's like the perfect this. It's none of that, folks. It's purely the taking of action. That's all it is. That's all it is. You know, even if they said, or she, I don't care about them. It was that one. Like, no, whatever, you know, like, that's, like, I don't even give a fuck about that. Like, oh, good, yeah, it makes it easier, because that way I don't have to, go out anywhere. It's just it's the seeing the opportunity, folks, and not taking the action, and just how quickly you have to do it, and how quickly it sort of goes away. You know, sometimes it sort of pops back up, but a lot of times, folks, it's there and then it's fucking gone, isn't it? I don't know what it is. It's just, you know, it's sort of funny how it's like, on one hand, oh, you see a girl, you look at her and you don't say anything, and other times, you know, you have the courage to walk up and say something. You just don't ask for their number or whatever. So I'm just kind of, I won't lie, you know, a little worked up over. It's not, like I said, this is not, oh, she was cute, I'll never see anybody like that again. No, it's just fucking seeing an opportunity for something that interests you and not taking action, folks. That's the fucking thing that just sort of kills me. And isn't that a lesson for life, folks? For sort of everything. You know, for, you know, maybe something in the day, or you see a girl, or, you know, I think Psych Out described what an opportunity to make a whole bunch of money with Bitcoin or something like that. Just stuff like that, or a moment, or, you know, a period of your life where you can, well, like right now, you know, you don't have to pay rent, you got a bunch of free time, you still got your health. Perfect time to do whatever it is you want to do. But, you know, it's not gonna be there forever. Sometimes you have years, and those years are gonna go by much faster than you're even expecting. Or sometimes it's literally just fucking moments. Folks, all I had to do was just, you know, alright, they walked by the car, I could've that, or hey, you went to the store, you made the eye contact, just walk up and talk to her. Friggin' forget about the other two. I'm not interested in the other two. Just anything. Hey, how are you? I just wanted to let you know you're really cute. What's your name? Oh, my name's George. Would you like to get coffee sometime? Yeah, ironically enough, I'm parked somewhere. I just needed to find a place with some shade. I just didn't really want to be in the house. You know, it's that thing where you just want to, after something, drive around, just whatever. And of course, with the heat out, it's nowhere really convenient to park and not get completely just hot in the car. So I found a good little place, and just sort of struck me, oh yeah, nearby here is when last year had, you know, I took an act of courage and completely fucking whiffed it. For those of you who've been following the channel, those of you new, yeah, I was driving by to work, I think Friday, I don't know, morning, and, on the way, you see a girl walking a dog, and, very, very shapely, what can I say? Is it really surprising that it comes back to a nice badunkadunk? Oh, badunkadunk, right? So yeah, it's like drive by, and then there's that sort of thing of you of like, oh god damn. So yeah, like I pulled over and drove the other direction, but she had sort of turned, so I did like a U-turn, whatever. I actually did like another U-turn and like put the window down, sort of drove by and just sort of said, excuse me, or something like that, I don't know. She sort of walked by a little bit and stopped, so I just sort of stopped my car and sort of jumped out of it and walked up to her, and I was like, oh, I don't even know exactly where I was like, something about, oh, I was just driving by and I just had to let you know you're a beautiful woman. The lines are, whatever. That's my go-to thing, folks. I mean, at the end of the day, does it really fucking matter what you say? I think it's just important saying something. Oh, you shouldn't say they're pretty because they get told that all the time. Who cares? Well, a whole lot of people also don't talk to them either, so it's sort of like, which is it? They get hit on all the time, or people think about hitting on them and don't do it, etc., etc. So it's just, yeah, she asked for my name. Yeah, she asked for my name. And I just said goodbye, got back in my car, and I felt it right there, for folks. There was that moment of you're standing there shaking her hand, and she's not walking away. She's asking for your name and standing there. So, and I was thinking like, oh shit, like she's talking to me. I should ask her for coffee, and I totally didn't. Just drove away. And just the subsequent, I think a couple of times I would like drive in the neighborhood seeing if I could find her again. Yeah, I know, it's fucking, once again, depending on who you are, oh, that's creepy to see if I'd come across her again. But at that point, is there a second chance like that? Is there? I don't know. I think I actually did see her again, and it sort of freaked me out, because old Georgie boy did a little candle magic, and it was like, it was one of those things, as soon as you like, alright, whatever, just give it up, she like fucking pops out, and I see her like, god damn, it all just sort of freaked me out but yeah, at that point it's sort of, alright, whatever, just, what are you doing? But yeah, folks, just thinking of these like little opportunities that were there, and you either didn't do shit or you didn't go all the way, man. And it's just, there you are, another thing that will just go right on by, right? Like everything else in your life. All I had to do was just walk up to her and say hello. If she wasn't interested, the worst, folks, you suffer a few moments of embarrassment or whatever, and you just walk out, and you'll never see them again. And that's it, folks, that's it. And other times talk to them, and oh, you're pretty, like, oh, thank you. It's like this fucking, oh, make her day, like, man. But anyway, folks, what else is going on? It did work out this morning. Oh, it doesn't look like it. You're doing, looks like you're working out that digestive system with all that food you eat. So, strength is definitely increasing. Oh, so's that belly. Yeah, it was, did dips earlier in the, oh, dip. Cheese dip. Oh, it's a Georgie boy staple. And ironically enough, I did actually make chili that I'm going to have tonight. What is it with you and cheese dip and chili? But yeah, it was one of those, like, I was at a store late at night, getting some coffee for the French press, which I've been making use of quite a lot. It is definitely my go-to. It is my go-to coffee maker thing now. I'm just kind of enjoying the flavor. I got some Dazbog, which I think is like a local Colorado roastery or something. Oh, roast. Yeah, and you go to like the discounted meat section. It's like, oh shit, like, there's a whole bunch of these like ground lean meat packs. Another pro tip. I don't know if you already do this, especially if you psych out. This is probably already a suggestion, but just for you guys, keep an eye out. Check out, your grocery store. Check out that sort of discounted meat section. Like, ended up getting probably like over a week worth of beef. You don't say. It's like probably, I don't know, it's like 20 something bucks, probably even more than a week. But yeah, you just throw that, you can separate it up if it's a big pack or whatever. Just throw that shit in the freezer and then thaw it out. Just put it out like in the sink the night of, and so in the morning and the day, it's all thawed out and you can do whatever it is that you want with this. Yeah, it's just, sometimes when you're like, God damn, this is so much good stuff that you feel like, man, I don't want this shit just being thrown out. Like, I feel like I could really use this. It's like, oh, I guess I'm buying beef tonight. Oh yeah. But yeah, I was doing dips. So I went on a tangent here, doing dips with that medium resistance band. 4 sets of 8 reps, so it's pretty good. And this morning I did overhead press. Overhead press, and after work I will go do pull-ups in the park. But yeah, I was using the highest poundage dumbbells that they have for push pressing in there, the 250 pounders. So 3 sets of 3 reps. It worked. Felt tough just sort of holding it in that rack sort of position, but I was able to push them up with the help of the legs and lower them under control, not just like falling down. Then I just did 2 sets of 8 reps with 40 pounds and another 2 sets of 8 reps with 35 pounders. feeling nice and worked in that shoulder girdle, whatever area. So yeah. What else is? I'm getting coffee with that one girl that I had from work, the one that wasn't a date, and this one isn't it, but we're gonna do it this Saturday, but rescheduled I think till next week. And this will probably be here, I'll turn off the AC. This will probably be the last, I'm thinking probably be the last time I'll really now it's kind of warming up, goddamn. This will probably be the last time I kind of contact her about that, unless something changes. It's kind of the, like, getting a little annoyed being like the one to, oh, let's do something, you know, and let's see. And I think I sort of realized too, it's one of those, like I said, unless something changes, I think I want to like this girl more than I actually do. Does that make sense? I don't dislike her or anything like that, but it's just one of those where it's like, I don't want to like her more than I do, so it's just, well, whatever. And it's still kind of weird. You don't know how it is on her end. Is she just sort of friendly and whatever, just the way she is? I don't know. So, you know, if you're just unsure about it and you feel like, well, no point in trying to force something that's probably just not there, so just kind of let it naturally dissipate, folks. What else? Well, of course, you know me. Oh yeah, I think Central Heretic had a video talking about going to like some old place for a childhood and stuff like that. I actually had something similar. I was gonna film it, but it was late at night. The place we lived in when we first moved to the U.S. Just one of those nights where you, I think this happened several weeks ago, just one of those nights where you can't really sleep. You just get up and you start driving around, and it's like, oh, I should revisit the old neighborhood. And yeah, there's been a number of construction done there for something that got built, so they tore off a part of that apartment complex. So some of it's left and some of it's not, so it's kind of that weird, like, oh, this vaguely looks familiar, but like all this other shit, ironically enough, where we also, the one little unit we lived in or whatever, that part is gone. So it's kind of a weird feeling to think this like place from your past is sort of there but completely gone. It was a weird little feeling. And I kind of saw the corner of where I used to wait for the bus going to elementary school. If that memory hadn't been there, it was one of those like, oh, I remember this place, but yeah, nothing special about it at all other than that, I guess. It just looks like your standard houses, streets, etc., like every other sort of, I don't know, it's not quite suburban, but not quite urban, whatever you'd call every other place. One big thing I did notice was how fucking packed the whole place was with cars. They're just houses, a couple of, I think maybe some townhomes, I can't tell. And some apartment complexes and stuff. It was just very, or so, I don't know what it was. Just a lot of, but even then, just in general, like that little place was just like packed. Both in the parking spaces and on the streets. It was just like bumper to bumper, you know, parallel parking and all that stuff, where it's just like, God damn, this is packed. Like the little side streets there too. I remember I don't think it was even a street per se, it's just sort of that middle, like it doesn't have a name, but the backs of houses and stuff are there. It's like even that was fucking packed with stuff. It did not used to be that way at all. It was actually really jarring how bad it was. But yeah, yeah. I think that little playpen area. It was now where the edge was of whatever construction stuff they've done. Yeah, memories and time, right, folks? Well, we're halfway. We're past the halfway point of August, folks. Moving quick, folks. Moving quick, and all the happenings in the world. All the happenings. Man, it is. What a time to be alive, right? It's definitely stuff that happens that just sort of makes you think about, man, what is my place in this big, wacky, zany world? What is my place in it? What part do I have to play in this? In this little game, whatever it is. I don't know. Well, that's probably going to be about it, folks. Looks like maybe get some stuff off my mind, feel a little bit better, this and that. I'll get over it in probably a few more hours. It's just sort of, it's, you know, like I've described it, folks, you see something that interests you, and you don't, just whatever it is in its own way that interests you, and you have that opportunity, and you just sort of fucking whiff it. Like I said, sometimes it's years, but man, those fucking years are gonna go by very, very fast. Or sometimes it's literally just moments, folks. Sometimes it's literally just a fucking moment, and you either act or you don't. And for you probably want to act. But if you act, you gotta seal the deal, right? Gotta seal the deal and go all the way. Watch, I'll become like a serial killer. No, it's a serial what? Yeah, you want to work up enough courage to talk to girls and ask them out, and then I'll just cancel dates, right? I'll just find a new thing to roadblock myself on. I think that'd be funny if that happened. Alright, folks, on that note, you have a most wonderful day. Bye-bye.